Good day, class. Welcome to a fun day full of knowledge and enjoyment. Let's start our discussion by checking our attendance with the use of Kamusta ka? Learners, how are you feeling today? As of now, we have mixed emotions. I want you to choose one emoticon of your choice that represents your feelings. Great! Some of you choose excited, some are happy, and some are sad. But it is okay. We are all entitled with our own feelings. As we go over with our lesson, we are guided with the most essential learning competency, which is to identify ways in which properties of mirrors and lenses determine their use in optical instrument. Specifically, you should be able to identify the different types of optical instruments and its uses, compare and contrast the different parts and image formed in a telescope and a microscope through a Venn diagram. And lastly, you are going to cite situations on how we take good care of our eyes. Are you familiar with the game Guess the Gibberish? Yes? Okay. To determine the unknown word, let us first read the given word and we will repeat it. But this time, it is faster. For example, my swims hood. Read faster. My swimsuit. Very good. And our word is my swimsuit. Did you get it? Okay. Let's try another. What is your answer? Very good. It is optical instrument. How about this one? Great. It is camera. And this one? Excellent. This is telescope. And lastly, great job. It is microscope. Are you familiar with these pictures? If yes, can you name what is this and where we can use this? Anyone? Very good. It is an optical fiber. This optical fiber is used such as in computers, internet communications, automobiles, and others. This colorful burst of spaghetti is really a bundle of optical fibers. These are hair-thin threads of glass that transmit laser light that has been encoded with messages. Optical fibers are a crucial component of modern communications, and this is the reason why we can communicate to our relatives, especially those who are in the mountain areas or far-flung areas. The use of light in devices such as this is possible because of optics. Anyone who knows what is optics? Very good. Optics is the study of visible light and the ways it can be used to extend human vision and do other tasks. We all know that our eye is an exceptional optical instrument. It is a wonderful instrument, relying on reflection and lenses to form images. But it has limitations. Yes, you are correct. Our eyes cannot see clearly very small things, such as microorganisms. Nor we cannot see very far objects, such as heavenly bodies, such as the moon and the stars. However, scientists and engineers have developed instruments to extend the capability of the human eye. Most of these use lenses or a combination of lenses. Are you familiar with this picture? What is this? Correct. It is a magnifying lens. But what is a magnifying lens? Anyone? Excellent. The magnifying lens is the simplest optical instrument that is composed of a single convex lens. How about its function? If your answer is to provide an image of an object that is bigger than seen by the naked eye, then preferably you are correct. But if we are going to describe the image form in this magnifying glass, what will be the image? Great job! The image form in the lens appear behind the lens, and it is upright, virtual, and enlarged. Have you seen a microscope? Yes, you have experience using a microscope when you are in grade 8. But what is a microscope? Anyone? Yes, very good. It consists of a combination of lenses for magnifying an object several hundred times. It uses two converging lenses with short focal lengths. The first lens, which is near the object, is the objective lens, while the one near the eye is the eyepiece. The objective lens forms the first real and enlarged inverted image. However, the eyepiece forms farther enlarged, erect, but this time it is virtual final image. The objective lens magnifies the object. Then the eyepiece lens magnifies the image formed by the objective lens. This microscope also uses mirrors. A plane mirror that reflects the light to the subject and a concave mirror which reflects the light into the single point, which in turn illuminates the subject better. And this is the reason why we can see very clearly microorganisms. Any question about microscope? None? Okay, let's go with another optical instrument. When you go places where you want to take some memories, what device will you use? If your answer is camera, and preferably you are correct. But what is the function of a camera and how it is work? Great job, Diane! A camera is an optical instrument that forms and records an image of an object. The image may be recorded on a film, or it may be detected by an electronic sensor that stores the image digitally. Regardless of how the image is recorded, all the cameras form images in the same basic way. Camera uses concave lens that focuses the object. Since it is a concave, the image form is upright, real, and it is a smaller image. Basically, camera is used for photography. This photography comes from the two words photo means the light, graphy means to draw. Therefore, camera is used to draw by capturing the light. Did you get it, learners? Okay, let's now proceed with another optical instrument. What optical instrument is this? If your answer is a binocular, then you are correct. But what is a binocular? Anyone? Very good, Rose. Binoculars consist of a pair of telescopes mounted together, each having an eyepiece and an objective lens. The image formed by the objective lens is upside down, and the left and right sides are reversed. Binoculars use a system of prisms to switch the image left to right and right to left. Therefore, the eyepiece creates an enlarged, virtual, and upright image. Even though binoculars used to see distant objects clearly, there is also a limitation. We cannot use binoculars to see the moon and the stars at night. What do you think is this device that we can use to see the stars and the moon? Great! It is telescope. A telescope allows us to see distant objects such as the moon and stars. How many lenses does a telescope use? Yes, Daniel? Very good. It contains two converging lens, which is the objective lens and the eyepiece. The objective lens is a very large lens that collects a large amount of light from a faraway object. It has a very long focal length because the object distance is much greater than the image distance. The objective lens forms the objective's first real, inverted, and diminished object. And the second lens, which is the eyepiece, it has a short focal length. It acts like a magnifying lens for the image cast by the objective lens, and the eyepiece lens is much closer to the eye. And the image forms a final, virtual, and enlarged image. And those are the basic or some of the optical instrument. Any questions or clarifications? None? Okay. A while ago, I have told you that our eye is considered an exceptional optical device. Why? Yes, John? Correct. Our eye has lens. Lens that gathers light and focuses the object that is interpreted by our brain. And this lens becomes thinner or thicker depends on how we focus on object. Since our eye also have its own lens, we should also take good care of them. There are a lot of eye problems that some people are experiencing, such as farsightedness, nearsightedness, and some are astigmatism or cataracts. As a student, how will you take good care of your eyes? Very good. We can take good care of our eyes by not exposing too much to radiation or by using protected. Do you understand our lesson? Any clarification, class? None? Then, let's sum up our lesson through answering the following rebus. Are you familiar with the rebus? No? Okay, let's try. A rebus is a combination of words and pictures and numbers. For example, what is this? Very good. A panda. How about the second one? Yes, it is a monkey. The third one? Great, it is a reindeer. The fourth one? A fox. And the last one? A snake. Okay, you got the idea. And this time, let's answer the following rebus. Who wants to read the first one? Yes, Jade? Very good. Use to capture and store images. And what is that? Great! A camera. Great job, class. Another. Yes, Rainiel. Very good, Rainiel. Use to magnify very small things. And what is this? A magnifying lens. Very good, class. Another. Yes, Basti. Very good. Use to observe stars and moons. And what is this, class? A telescope. Very good, class. You understand very well our discussions. At this time, let us compare and contrast the parts and the images formed in a microscope and a telescope with the use of this Venn diagram. We have there some words or the word bank. We have the concave lens, convex lens, and until the final image. I want you to write those words if they belong to telescope, microscope, or both of them. You can see between the telescope and the microscope. I'll just give you 5 minutes to answer. Okay? Okay, let's check your answer. For telescope and microscope, both have a convex lens. They have also a real image. At the same time, they form virtual image. The images form is also an inverted, upright, enlarged, and enlarged. Both telescope and microscope has its first image and the final image, but they differ with the focal length. The microscope uses short focal length, however, the telescope uses long focal length and a short focal length. Great job, class! And to determine if you really understand our lesson, I want you to answer the given post-test. I'll just give you 5 minutes to answer the post-test. And eventually, later on, we will check it. Okay? Okay, class. We have checked your test papers or your answers. Who got 5? 4? 3? Okay, most of you got 5. Very good, class. Congratulations. You really understand our topic for today. So there we have it, class. We have identified in which the properties of mirrors and lenses determine their use in optical instruments. We have also identified the different types of optical instruments and its uses. We have compared and contrast the different parts and images formed in a telescope and a microscope. And we have also given or cite situations on how we can take good care of our eyes. Great job, class. Let's give 5 claps for ourselves.